Hello, my friends. This is your happy stamper lady, Rachel Merkin, helping the creative you shine through. Well, we are already in week 4 of April, which means we're going to do the out of the box. Sorry, need to fix that. So if you follow along with me on YouTube, thank you for that. And I hope that you subscribe and you hit the little bell button. And I also would encourage you, so if you're on YouTube, you're going to have all of the videos are going to be like together. So I always do a video every Monday. The first week is Simply Fantastic. The second week's Out of Dash of Glitter. The third week is Over the Moon. And the fourth week, this week, is Out of the Box. And so those are all have thumbnails that you can follow along. And then I have some So Now What videos as well. And then I would encourage you to go over to my Facebook page. And here, if you like my page and then you like the videos and you share the videos and tell me that you share the videos, you get entered into drawings. But this is the other place where we play games, and it can be a little more interactive with you and tell you upcoming things and show you pictures of the cards when they're done. So that's a great thing to do. So I encourage you to do both, actually. This is my demonstrator page where you can order at any time. And I'm going to tell you about some great ordering opportunities right now. Okay, hi. So the magic box over here to the side for a minute because we've got a lot of things going on. The first thing I want to do is that if you share videos like I told you and then you tell me that you shared, I enter you into a drawing. So this drawing that I'm doing today is for the Over the Moon video that I did last week, which I hope you loved. So this is my Winnie the Pooh cup where I always do the drawing. So like to get down in there, get my names. Thank you so much for everyone who's supportive of me. I really do appreciate that so much. Who is my winner? Donna is my winner. Thanks, Donna. Donna is actually an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator as well, and she's been super, super supportive of me, so that is so wonderful. So out of the box, what does that mean? So I try to still stay with the theme and use some stuff, but sometimes, like if I'm going to do Paper Pumpkin, I might not do that. I did talk about doing Paper Pumpkin. I do want to share Paper Pumpkin with you and tell you about Paper Pumpkin. So Paper Pumpkin comes every single month to your door, $22, including tax and shipping. It's a super great deal, all-inclusive kit. Where you can just do everything right out of the box. It's super, super wonderful. Check out the one I did from last month. I did one. So this one for April, it is really beautiful, but I'm just going to be real here for a minute. I cried. Easter was really hard for me. It was one of my mom's favorite holidays. My mom loved holidays, period. And it's one of her favorites. And so I was missing her like crazy. I didn't get to see my dad. I didn't get to be with family. And I know you're all in the same situation. But then to have this come on, my brother's birthday would be here in about a week and a half. And then Mother's Day comes. And that's just a whopper for me. I just really struggle. So this is all about family, which I love, and I love my family, but there was a mom stamp, a brother stamp, and a Happy Mother's Day stamp. Sorry, and I just couldn't do it. And I cried and I put it out a couple times and I just couldn't do it. So thank you for understanding for that. I will do this, and it's a beautiful kit and they're wonderful, but it hurt my heart and I just was really struggling. So I thought, you know what, Rachel, sometimes it's okay to put that away and you can come back to that and to know your boundaries and to know the places that you are. I've been struggling with my allergies, which I've shared, so I'm fuzzy and I've just kind of not been in the best mind frame anyway, and I needed something to encourage myself so that I can make cards to encourage other people, because that's what I do. So when I do these videos, I do want to be honest and I want to create a relationship with you. And in that, then I want to say sometimes it's hard for me, and when I talk about finding creative voice, I talk about myself too. You got to find your creative voice, and I was struggling to find my voice, so I had to change. So we are going to do the note of kindness, which you'll see up in my notebook that I say the note of kindness kit. I'm going to talk about that real quick and then we'll go into the kit. The retired list just came out. So the new catalog comes out June 3rd. The retired list just came out and it is huge. There's tons of great deals. Some things are on sale. But once it's gone, it's gone. So you're going to want to go shopping there. I'll put the links in the bottom. So paperpumpkin.com, you're going to want to sign up. You're definitely going to want the May kit because they're going to show the new in colors that are coming. They're going to use those in the kit. You're going to love it. You want to go sign up for that kit. And then for all the retired stuff, stampinup.com has a huge list and it's pictures, which is super helpful. And I will help you shop. I'll help you put some stuff together, get some ideas for you. I love to do that for people. So I did want to show you the kits. This is the one we're doing today, Note of Kindness, and it is retiring. You're going to want to grab this kit. It's gorgeous. You're going to want this kit. $35, 20 cards, 20 envelopes, stamps, and everything you need to make it. Punch outs, the whole enchilada. You're going to love it. Lots of happy card kit, another great one. Stamps, everything's included. These are all inclusive kits. They're wonderful, wonderful kits. But these are both retiring. Now, I wanted to point this one out because if you go to my Facebook page, you will see that I already told you the theme for May. May Maui Madness. Super excited. And I'm going to take this kit and turn it on its ear. You're not even going to recognize this kit. I'm going to do so amazing things. You're going to want to get with me, so get this kit now and you'll be ready to stamp with me. I have all the things that you need on my Facebook page, on my Independent Stampin' Up! Happy Stamper Lady page. So those are the kits in there. Oh, there's one more too. I always forget that kit because it's not on the same page. So I do apologize for that. And it's actually quite beautiful. It's in a box with felt pieces, beautiful pieces and stamps. These are not all inclusive. They're separate. They're called project kits. So here's the project. You could use other things with it, but here's a set of stamps that they recommend and some colors. So this is beautiful too, and it is also retiring. And then if you go into the smaller catalog, we have a couple kits too that I wanted to highlight so that you don't miss out. This is an all-inclusive kit, quite beautiful. It is retiring. And then you have this kit here. This is a project kit where you get the kit and then there's some stamps, but these are actually both retiring. This might be on sale too, so go check that out. And then the botanical prints might have already sold out. So that's the other thing. When you are going to look, you don't want to miss out on the deals because when they're gone, they're gone. Now, I wanted to show you this because this is for May, the rest of what we're going to do. This Tropical Oasis Memories and More pack is retiring, but if you go get it now, you'll be ready to stamp with me and you're going to love what we do. This stamp set is not retiring, but we're going to use it also with the kit. It's called Timeless Tropical. You're going to want to snatch that up. And then our colors are Pretty Peacock, Bermuda Bay, and Grainy Apple Green. Gorgeous. You're going to have so much fun with me. So get your kits, get your stuff ready so we can stamp. So this is the box that normally comes in. Of course, I put everything in my happy magical box over here, but I wanted to show you that it all is inclusive and it even has a block in there, but I already have my block, so I don't worry about it. So this is just all the extras that we're not using today, since you don't need to see it all, and you're going to see it anyway. And then this is the instructions, which again I did try to follow a little bit. Well, I'll show you. You know me and my rebellion. Let's get into our magic box, right? Let's pull it over. Ooh, magic box. Okay, so this is all the stuff ready to go. I've got cards ready to make that I'm going to show you today. The colors that we're using are Blackberry Bliss and Mint Macaron. I do have a caveat. Blackberry Bliss is actually in the kit this time. It's not just because Rachel wanted it in there. Anyway, those are the colors. And also Blushing Bride and black. Now, the one that's included, I will show you. I don't use the spots. It gives you a black Stampin' spot in there. I'll probably pass this on to my friend Shauna. She loves the spots. They don't work for me. I don't know if my nails are too long or something. Just, I don't grip them right. So I had Memento ink also in there for black, to use for black. This is from this month. If you followed any of my videos, you know that I used the butterfly punch. I just wanted to show it to you once again, but of course I have a gazillion butterflies already punched out. And then the blocks, I have block D, you'll notice up on the notebook there. I also ended up doing block B this time, and I'll show you why for one of the small stamps. I always have my snips in here, of course my glue, you know how I feel about that, and of course my Winka Stella, because all the butterflies needed a glitter bath, right? Always they need a glitter bath. And then of course we're gonna add to the kit today, so you don't have to add to the kit, you can make it as is, and I'm gonna show you how to take some stamps and add your own voice to a kit. So we're going to keep with the same theme. We've got our Ornate Thanks stamps, we've got our Ornate Style stamps, and of course we've got our Ornate Garden DSP. So all of that is the same we've been using all month long. None of that has changed. I just want to show you that that's what we're going to add to, okay? Super, super fun. And then we've got our pearls, which we've been using all month long as well. And also these in colors. These in colors are going to be another year. They're not retiring, but they are retiring these faceted dots, and I think they're on sale for like $3 and something. Seriously, you want to go check out the deals. The deals in what is retiring, and also the clearance deals. We've got a lot of great things going on. They included pearls in the kit, of course, and then of course I've got extra pearls because I love pearls. Always got pearls. And they also include dimensionals in the kit, so super great there. And look, we've already emptied our box. What? Okay. So I'm going to show you the cards real quick that I tried to follow the directions. Notice the word tried. Sort of. But the point of a kit is that if you can get a kit and do absolutely everything that they tell you to do in the kit and follow it step by step, or you can have your own voice. You know me, I gotta have a little bit. I'm a bohemian glitter fairy. That's probably the best description for me, which means I just gotta change it up. I gotta have a little bit of something different, a little bit of something different going on. So we've got this card here, and I did follow it pretty closely, except I added this little stamp, which comes in the kit. So I will show you that. You do get a stamp set within the kit. I had it in my little box here. So you have this little set here, and this little guy kind of became a favorite for me. So I added in here in the Blackberry Bliss and a little bit on top of the piece, but all of these pieces came with the kit. This piece comes, the stickers, this piece, this stamp set. So it's really super, super simple. I just added a little, and I added some pearls that you can see, just little pearl dots. And then I did this beautiful, I'm going to show you how to do this drapey piece here and here. This kind of reminds me of like a weeping willow. Help me out, girls, with plans. So if you know me at all, and of course I have to do the envelope, you know that. You know I have horrible allergies, so plants are not something that I can do, and I kill them anyway, so I don't really know about them, but I think they're beautiful, and I applaud all of those who can do plants. Yay, kudos to you. I cannot. So then this one here, okay, I did the same thing, except I didn't do the dots. I did this little branch guy, or whatever this little guy is here. And then I did pearls. You see how I did the pearls on the piece instead of the thanks? I did the things inside. Okay, so I'm still using all the elements, still using all the pieces from the kit, just changed that maybe just a little bit. So we've got this thank you card down here, which seriously was a sticker and a stamp, and you're done. And I added that like weepy willow thing again, all in there, which I found to just be so stunning. I did the sticker and I did the words. And then inside I did the You're So Kind with another one of the squares that's provided for you in the kit with the piece. And of course all my envelopes are the same. This is the envelopes. I just think that just, I don't know, like classy, gives it a little classy. And then here we have this piece, and I love this beautiful, I think it's a succulent. Girls, Marianne, Mary, Langley, Trudy, Teresa, all my flower girls, you help me out. I think that's a succulent. And then this thank you is a sticker as well. So the only thing I changed on here is I added more of that little piece on the outside, and I added a few pearls. Super simple. And you notice I didn't put words in every single one of them because I'm a little chatty Cathy. right? Shocking. And so I might want to fill the whole thing up. Okay, there's the directions. You may use them or you may just go off script as I do all the time. Now I want to show you, and then we're going to make a couple ourselves. I want to show you how I took these stamp sets and added with the pieces that came with it and then created some more. So the big flower from the Ornate style is on the bottom. This is a pop-up that came with it. We added our gems, and then these are words, you know, from Ornate Thanks, my friend, and you're amazing. I do love those words, okay? The inside, super simple, and again with the envelope. But isn't that beautiful? So just a different take on what we already have. Now this one I loved because I used a piece of the DSP. So how simple is that? This is another piece that came with it, another square. I literally stamped the daisy, friendliest flower, right? And now you see some of those butterflies popping out of there. Super, super cute, right? I love that you were so kind. I just love that little word in there. And then I thought the daisies inside for this one were perfect, right? So this is the only envelope that's different because I wanted it to match with my daisy. Super, super happy. Okay, this is one of my favorites, I gotta tell you. Oh my gosh, do you love that? I love the drapey. This is a sticker. How easy was that? These are my butterflies, which, you know, I told you when I do assembly, I just spend a while punching out butterflies and then I got a baggie of them. They're ready to go. And I bathe them in glitter and they're already done. And so pop on your butterflies. Voila. Are you kidding me? You made my day. You've got a butterfly and this. I just, oh, yep. Love, love, love. Okay, and then the last one is the take on the succulent again, but I added the big flower on both sides. Is that not beautiful? And then I added that that piece again over here. I still used my friend, but I popped it up, and I'll tell you why. This is a happy accident. I smudged all over my friend. I wasn't dry, and I put my finger over it. You can fix your happy accidents. All I did was stamp my friend on white paper with Blackberry Bliss, stack it, put it on. And I smudged inside, so look, I fixed my inside. The merci is also a sticker. Now, I know I don't speak French, but most people know merci means thank you. I hope I'm saying that right. Aunt Patty, tell me, because my Aunt Patty, who is my dear, dear friend, I got to talk to her yesterday. She teaches French and Spanish, and so she could tell me if I said that right. But most people know that, and I just thought that was beautiful. And of course, the wispy again. All right, are you ready to make a few cards with me? So if you don't have a kit and you want to make cards with me, the difference in the card size, I will tell you, and I've got it up here on the thing. I tell you the extra pieces I use, the extra things that I used with the kit. But the card itself, so I have everything ready to go for these. The card itself, though, is 5 inches instead of, when you do a regular card, it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, so it's a 1/2 inch shorter. So on a piece of cardstock, you know, if you go to my So Now What cardstock, I tell you how to cut your cardstock for cards. It's 11 by 8.5, which means that you would cut it at 5.5. Well, you're going to cut this at 5 inches, so you're going to have a little bit more left over. You still get 2 cards, 5 inches, 5 inches. 7.5 mean, or 3.5 means that this is actually 7 inches. So you cut 1.5 inches off of the side as well, and then score it at 3.5. So you have 5 inches by 3.5 when it's folded. So you could totally make these with me, or make them a regular size card is totally fine, and then just stamp with me. You don't have to have the kit to stamp with me. That's what I want to share with you. You can find something, find your own voice, get stuff that you already have, and then come and stamp with me so that we can stamp together, because that just makes it fun. I just love to know that you're stamping with me, and that makes me super, super happy. Okay, So for our piece of DSP that we have, you know that when we have a piece of DSP, if you go to my hashtag Love It Chop It video, Kylie Bertucci, I teach you the Kylie Bertucci Love It Chop It, you know that your paper is 5 1/4 by 4 inches when you cut it Love It Chop It style. So if you cut that in half, it's at 2 inches. That's what you've got here. But I left it at the 5 1/4 so you can see that I'm going to use that little piece. We need to cut this at 5 so it will fit the front of our card. Right? Super simple. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use our cutter, which you know my little cutter's over here on the side because I got to have room so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we cut it off at 5 inches, right? And it leaves you that little strip. We're going to use that strip today. Remember, I always tell you I try to use as much as I can. And that leaves you having this on the front. Isn't that pretty? So I thought I would do a different, piece of cardstock than the one that I showed you on the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down because that is all good to go, and I love that piece, and we're good to go. And then we're going to get our happy little Stamparatus out. I did not forget the Stamparatus. Stamparatus is our friend, and you should always use your Stamparatus. I just want to show you all the pieces, so I was just trying to get that. Okay, so we've got that laid down. Let's pull our Stamparatus out so we can start doing some of our stamping. Okay, so we've got our Stamparatus here, and we've got our little mat, because most of the stuff we're doing today is photopolymer. On this little piece, on this little diamond, I am still a little bit fuzzy, so bear with me if I say silly things. Just laugh with me and go, okay, she's still a little bit fuzzy. Yeah, my allergies, I am feeling a little bit better. Thank you for all the prayers and my friends checking up on me. I've received several cards, which is super friendly. Really makes me happy. I just feel so loved on. I have definitely been struggling just emotionally. I shared with you as I cried earlier. Thank you for allowing me to have that. And I've just struggled just in general with feeling fuzzy. So I'm going to stamp that while we've got it out, and I'm going to stamp my envelope. Of course I am. You know I'm always going to stamp my envelope. And then the other thing is that inside this card, I thought that we should stamp and have like a little daisy a couple places. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. One of the things that I found is that if you stamp inside first, instead, before you add all the stuff on the outside, it makes it easier to stamp inside, obviously, because otherwise you've got layers here and it, you know, makes it harder. So the other thing, since we're working on the inside here, I'm going to turn this sideways. We're going to sit this down. We'll use our magnets. Super strong magnets. If you watch a couple of the stories, I tell you how I broke my magnets. Go back and watch my videos to hear about rebellion that doesn't pay off when you are rebellious and it breaks your magnets. Okay, so you see that I'm putting it sideways, but I just think that it's easier to do this when your card's sitting like this. It's still going to give you the words the way that you want them to go. You're going to let the plate do the work for you. Pick up your stamp, Rachel. Oh, see, it wasn't quite cleaned off, but we should be able to fix that. That is a not so happy accident that we should be able to fix. You want to make sure your stamps are clean. I have been stamping, therefore I didn't clean that as well. Can happen. You just want to check your stuff and make sure you get it clean so you don't leave a mess, but you can't even tell. So you got your You're So Kind. We're going to do it one more time because I just like it darker when you do that. And we're going to get that on there, and then we're going to use that little piece, and then we're going to actually be done on the inside. So remember how I had this little guy here, this little leftover piece, which I think is great. We have a piece of Blackberry Bliss, of course, big shocker there. And we're going to add that, just like a little, know, just a little design. I mean, it's not anything crazy. I just think it looks cute. I think it looks adorable underneath there. Don't you think? Look how cute that is. I think that is really cute. So we're going to add that in. It was just a little extra, and it gives us a way to use our paper, which I love to do. You know, I'm going to tell you I want to use every inch of that paper that I can. I love doing that, right? And then we have several butterflies over here on the side because I tried to have my butterflies ready. I was trying to have my butterflies ready to go. I love that. I just don't think you can read that. We'll put that over to the side. We'll give that little butterfly his due over to the side. And then we're done on the inside of this card. And then we're going to finish the outside. But you're seeing how quickly these come together. And this is just you adding a little bit to what you already have. So we've got our paper there. This is a punch out that just came like this, super simple. So we're going to use our dimensionals on the punch out because I think having a little bit of a pop-up is nice. I think it gives it a little something extra. So we're going to do that. And then all I did for this guy is I kind of lined it up with this line here, like where the two kind of came together. That's all I did. Now, again, this is your own voice. So whatever works for you, whatever you find that you love, that's what you need to do. So I'm taking this leaf and this leaf here, and see how I'm like lining it up, done. And I just like love that pop-up. Don't you love that? And then of course we already did our daisy, right? And so our daisy as a diamond gets to come in here, which is perfect. And all I did was just make sure that it's not going over the card because you want it to fit into the envelope. So that's all I was doing there with that. And so we're just going to give it a little bit of glue. Now you know that you are welcome to use tape runner. We also sell tape runner. I just like the glue. Okay, so then there's our daisy. We're almost done with this card already. We're going to bring in one of our butterflies. I already gave a glitter bath to all the butterflies because I figured you didn't need to watch me. You didn't need to watch me do a glitter bath for everybody. You've already seen me do that with the Winka Stella. If you caught my Add a Dash of Glitter video for this month, I give you a couple tips on I give you tips on Winka Stella how to keep it filled up over and over again. So you're going to want to check that out. And then you're going to want to check out the Add a Dash of Glitter because I teach you a new fold on that one that I fell in love with. Okay, I love him there, and I like that little guy up there. I think it draws your eye, so I think we're going to stick with that because I like when your eye gets drawn across the whole card. I think that's perfect. Look how cute he is. So, so good, right? We're loving him. We're loving him. And then we're going to give that guy, he needs a little middle section. So we'll just do a little middle section and we'll do some pearls. And voila, we're already done with our card. Okay, now my glue is being very generous because it's new. I just opened that glue, so I'm noticing that it's generous. The good thing is with this glue is that it dries clear, so you don't, you're not left with the icky that you see on there. You can't even tell when it's done. Okay, so got my pearls ready for my butterflies, and then you don't have to do something in the middle of the daisy, but I ended up putting one of the faceted in color dots in there, and it just was beautiful, and I thought it really kind of drew your eye to the center of that daisy. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and add that in. And so you see how I took the combination of the kit with my own design, and look what you come up with. And again, that's just what you love or what draws your eye, but I love it. Yeah, see, I think that the daisy needs that little extra. I like that little extra piece in the daisy. So we're going to give the extra piece to the daisy, and we're going to set this one aside, and we've already finished a card. How exciting is that? Okay, and don't you love it? I love it. All right, and we've got our matching envelope already done with our cute daisies on it. Done, done, done. Okay, now let's bring this guy over. Right? I love this one. So let's clean off this You're So Kind because we're done with that. We can get that out of the way. And this one, I'm going to show you that drapey effect that I was talking to you about. I don't know what it's called. It reminds me of a weeping willow. I could totally be off base. It's fine. Do not pay attention to me. I do not know plants, so I'm not even going to pretend. But that's what it reminds me of. So this piece here, I just fell in love with. I just thought it was beautiful. And this is why I have this smaller block. So normally, I am totally fine to stamp everything with the D block. I don't really suggest you buy a ton of blocks if you have the Stamparatus. Now, if you don't have the Stamparatus, you have to buy different blocks anyway. But I usually am okay with that. But what I found with that little stamp is that I was getting way too much stuff like on the outside of the block, and it was just kind of making it icky, like marring it up and stuff. So let's start on the inside with the drapees. So I'm turning it this way because I'm going to drape all down here. And all I did with that is I started with the Blackberry Bliss, and I started where I wanted the drape to end. Okay, and then where that is at, I just come back in and stamp on it. There's no precision. And why is there no precision? Because it's going to drape over itself and look like this gorgeous weeping willow. I'm just going to call it that. I'm just going to call it a weeping willow. If it's not, please correct me. Do it with love, knowing that I don't really know my plants. So there you go. You see how I did that? There's no rhyme or reason, but there's this beautiful like drapey effect, which I loved with this piece. And so that kind of became like a favorite. Like I just started mimicking that everywhere. And then on this side, I just kept it pretty simple because I had the big drapey. Now, while I set that for a minute, it only takes a minute for your stuff to dry, but that's where you can get a smudgy. So this is where I'm going to come in and do my envelope, because that gives you time to do your envelope. Got a little bit of a draper there, kind of the same thing, super cute on the back. I try to keep it pretty simple on the front of it because you got to write your address and put the stamp and stuff. So I try to keep it pretty simple. And so then you got your inside in your envelope. Now for the drapey on this, there's again no rhyme or reason. I just came in and kind of went around that other plant. Look how I don't even know. I think they're beautiful, but I know none. So please, girls, give me a heads up of what they're called. But this other plant, I just kind of came around and did like that. Like this beautiful... Isn't that so lovely? I just loved it. And so then the bottom part, again, I stayed pretty simple because you already had the drapey up there. Now, we're done with the Blackberry Bliss, but we're going to use this piece again. So I've got to clean it on my ShamWowie, which is over to the side. Chamois. It's actually just called a chamois. I call it a ShamWowie, but it's just actually called a chamois. And so now we're going to do the... mint macaron. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start inside with that beautiful drape area, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to fill in around that. So I'm not going to stamp over top of the Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to stamp like in between. I'm going to come in between, and I'm going to just kind of fill in and just, I don't know. I just really truly fell in love with this piece. Isn't that funny? I mean, it's just this tiny little stamp that you could totally overlook, and I was like, oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. Like, look what it's doing. Isn't that lovely? I love it. Okay, so then the same thing we're going to do here. We're just kind of coming around and we're adding in a little bit there on the space. Done. Super simple. I'm going to put that to the side. We're going to come over and finish our envelope that we started over here. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, give it that little extra there, got our envelope going, and then inside here, very, very simple, we're just doing that super small part there. Okay, and then, so the envelope is completed on that one. Now we're going to go to the outside, and we're just going to finish that drape effect. We're going to do the same thing that we did on the inside, this is just a filler. We're just using this to fill in between the spots of the other plants and giving it that gorgeous drapey effect. So I think I'm going to do that over there, and then I want to come over here, just do a few more, and then we're going to do it at the bottom. And then we're done with our stamping. Is that not gorgeous? Okay, so now all that we have left to do on the inside, okay, is I had already stamped You Made My Day Amazing, and that came from the Ornate Thanks stamp set, and this piece was part of the kit. It just came in the kit, so I just thought that was nice. And so I just stamped my own word. I mean, I just thought that was nice. I like the words that come with the kit though too. I thought that they were really pretty, but I wanted to change it up just a little bit. And I like that You Made My Day Amazing. I think that's really pretty. And then what I thought was pretty is to give it a little butterfly, right? Give it a little butterfly at the top. So lovely. So we're just going to do a little butterfly inside, just give him a little bit of glue. And remember, I already did the glitter bath. Everybody took a dip in the glitter bath pool because, you know me, I got to have that. And I kind of think he could have a guy on the inside, right? I think that's, you can never have too many butterflies in my book. And glitter, butterflies, you name it, flowers. That Bohemian Glitter Fairy, that kind of works, right? Because that kind of works for me. All right, then on the front, this is going to be so simple, okay? So these are stickers. These came in the kit like this. What? So great. You guys really want to grab that kit before it's gone. It's just so gorgeous. So you have this beautiful thank you that I think just, I just thought it just looked stunning. Right? It looks stunning on there. And so then all we're going to do is we're going to bring our butterfly and find out where we want our butterfly to sit, which I do like him down there. So we're going to do a little butterfly down there. Super simple, right? Super simple. And we're going to do a butterfly up at the top. We want another little butterfly. You know, I like to do, I think I've talked about this in some of my other crafting. I like to do groups of 3. I like to kind of do like an odd, like a little offset. That's really cute. Like maybe have him on the thing. Oh, that's cute. Okay. And that's all you do. I just play around with it. So no upside down butterfly on this one. Which there are upside down butterflies on some of mine because I love it. But my husband, who's always super supportive of me, I did it and he's like, what is happening with that upside down butterfly? He was like, I think that there's something wrong with that butterfly. So he was not loving my upside down butterfly. This one does not have an upside down butterfly, just has a little regular butterfly this time. I'm going to have a pearl. I think I always have to have centers in the middle of my butterflies, right? And actually, let's give this guy 2 pearls. What? Oh, we're getting crazy. Oh, isn't that lovely? So we'll just do a little bit of glue and we'll give him his pearls. And then we're done with another card. The nice thing about kits is that especially if you were just doing the kit the way it is, you would be cranking out 20 cards and have all these lovely cards to send, and it would be super quick and super fun. And then, like I said, it also allows you to have some creativity if you want to be like me and you want to add some extra stuff to it. It's still super fun and you're loving all the extra pieces you have. I love the stickers and stuff. That's always fun. Okay, and there you go. And you can, yeah, look, you can see the butterfly like shining its beautiful wings this time. The glitter showing itself off today. Okay, so that is another card done. Super simple. Okay, So for this one, I wanted to show you how you can take that big flower, right? The big flower from the Ornate style, which I do love. Well, you take that flower, and I only want a section of it, so I'm going to lay it over here, and so you're seeing some of it's going to be off the side. That's no problem. Not a problem at all. While I picked that up, I'll remember that it was sitting right there. I got to take that black thing out. This is the only one that I use that you don't need the black thing when you have the cling stamps. So if you go to my, well, I show you a couple different times. I show you on the Stamparatus, So Now What Stamparatus. I show you on the So Now What stamps video where I talk about cling and photopolymer, and then I talk about how to use your Stamparatus and how to do that kind of stuff. So all of that's there for you. I try to take the mystery out of stamping so that you're enjoying your stamping experience. So we're just going to push down here and get our flower all going all nice, right? We love it. Love it. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, instead of moving the stamp, this is what I want to show you. If I want to do corner to corner, and that's what I want to do on this one is corner to corner, I'm moving the paper. I don't have to move the stamp. I'm moving the paper. Isn't that great? That's a nice little trick for you. Shows you how to, another beauty of the Stamparatus, which you know there's like 50,000 beauties of the Stamparatus. I'm just going to put that down because it's kind of being puffy, like the paper was being puffy. So then we're going to put that down so that we have corner to corner flowers. And that's what we're going for. Okay, and then we're going to put that beautiful flower in the middle. Oh, is that not lovely? I love that. Okay, so now we are done with the big flower. So we're going to go ahead and clean that and get it out of the way, right? We want to clean our stuff and put it away so it always stays nice. And then we're going to go back to that little drapey guy. That's what I'm going to call him because I don't know what he is. And so I'm going to put this back underneath because he is a photopolymer stamp. And so now this is going to look weird for a minute, but bear with me, okay? So I want that drapey piece to show up, and I'm going to put that big flower in the middle. I think it's a succulent, but don't quote me because, again, I don't know. So it's going to look weird for just a minute. Like that doesn't look attractive, right? That looks weird. But once we do it, you're going to love it. So now we're going to go do the same thing. We're going to do a drapey on the side this time, like over here. So we're doing that exact same thing that I showed you. And see how you almost make it look like that thing turned, like the drapey piece turned, and you're just attaching it on the ends. Look how simple that is. So beautiful. And you're going to do the same thing here, but you're going to go small here, right? Because you already did a big drapey up there. And then what I'm going to tell you to do, we're going to do our envelope while we have it out. So you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to give it a little tap here with that. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go and give it that little bit of a drapey effect, right? Super, super simple. Now, I need to clean that off with my chamois because I need to do my mint macaron. And I always test it just to make sure, you know, you don't want any extra on there. So now, let's go ahead and do our inside. We don't do green on the outside because we're going to put that big flower there. So now, what am I going to do? I'm going to fill in with that piece. See, you guys are going to want this kit. I just fell in love with it. It's so pretty. I was trying to think if any of my friends had already bought this kit, but I don't think any of you have this one. So this is one you're going to want to check out. You're going to want to give this a little go before it goes away. Oh, let's do a little one on the outside and there. Oh my gosh, is that not just so lovely? I love that. Okay, and then we're going to go here. I'm going to go here, simple inside, and then we're going to finish off our envelope so that our envelope is totally done. Simple, 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 simple. Okay, done with the envelope, and now all we have left to do is add our flower, okay? And so I'm going to use dimensionals because I think those work perfectly. I want that to pop up a little bit over the top of that flower. I think that makes it nice. I'm actually going to put one in the middle because that guy's pretty big. He's a bigger flower. I don't even know if succulents are flowers, so good thing you're not watching a video for me to teach you gardening tips, right? Because that would not be happening. That is terrifying. You know who is a good gardener is my Aunt Connie. Oh my gosh, she is like a huge green thumb. Good gravy. She's got a crazy green thumb. She makes beautiful things. So, okay, so what I noticed, so it didn't stick all the way, what I noticed is that I need to turn it slightly so that I can get the My Friend down there. So that was an easy fix. And I already stamped the My Friend because you guys have seen me like stamp words and stuff. I wanted to get that on there. And I thought that popping it up would be really nice. So that happy accident that I showed you in the one ended up being something that I fell in love with. And so that can be nice. You have a happy accident and then you are like, oh, actually, I fell in love with that. I love it. So I'm going to do the same thing inside. I'm going to do the Blackberry Bliss. And I just had a little white piece of paper. There is no right or wrong measurements on this. This was just kind of me using some of my scrap pieces of paper because I do try to do that too. And I was like, oh, those look like they'll fit in there and be about the right size. So no rhyme or reason. And then the Merci. Again, excuse me if I'm not saying that correctly. And that is also a sticker. So simple. These are, you have to be very, very careful. I noticed when I was doing the stickers, they're a little more fragile. So you just want to be careful not to rip them, I guess, is all I'm saying. As you go to lay it down, just watch as it sticks all over my finger as I'm sticking it down. There you go, and you've got that beautiful, and then you do have the top of the eye, so you got a little dot there that you could put in there. Done. What? Okay, don't you love that? Oh, you know what? I do want to do a center. I did pearls on the one, but then on a new one, I decided I would try that. Oh, yeah, I love that center. So we need to lay that down for our center. Super great. And now, done. And we already did our envelope. What? Okay, now the last one that I'm going to show you, you're going to love because I didn't even do any stamping. So I wanted to show you, I wanted to test myself, like, can I do one where I'm not doing any stamping, I'm just using a lot of the pieces that they give me. So here's another sticker. Okay, and I'm going to do this. So give me just a moment. I'm going to stare down here so you don't get it crooked. So get it on there straight. So I'm going to do that first. You notice I got a little smudgy. We will fix that. Happy accidents, people. And I'm going to do this because I thought a little Blackberry Bliss like kind of pops it up a little bit, like draws your eye on the page, which I loved. So we're going to add this little rectangle there, and then I'm going to use more of the stickers again. So this is stickers, and so we're going to take this mint macaron piece, which I thought was really pretty, on there, and already isn't that coming together? We're going to use that Merci again because I thought that was just a really cute little piece. Okay. And you see how fast this is coming together because we're not even stamping. We're just like playing with the pieces that are included. How fun is that? Okay, look at that down there. I thought that was adorable. Oops, don't want to forget the top of my eye, do I? So you have that there. Get your little eye. There we go. Okay, so we got that. And then I had this beautiful flower, but I did use, I thought dimensionals. I thought we should have a little more of a 3D effect. So let's give this, I used about 3 dimensionals on this one. I thought that worked. Okay. And we'll do dimensionals there. That makes that nice, and we'll put that kind of off and on. So we're kind of doing everything a little bit at an angle. And then, remember we said we had that happy accident there. Happy butterfly. So we've got a little butterfly flying at the top, which is super adorable. So we'll do the butterfly, which already, of course, has its glitter bath, because you gotta do that with your butterflies. You don't have to, but you know I love it. We'll do that there. We'll do our little butterfly there on the side. And then I'm thinking we'll do a butterfly there like that. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, is that not beautiful? So now you have this gorgeous card, and we've not done any stamping. How crazy is that? That's super fun. So we've got this piece there. Now, can I do it not stamping inside? Let's try it. And I'm going to give them like little pearl baubles, but I'll wait until I do this part first. So I've got another strip of the Blackberry Bliss that we can put inside. So that's already going to add a nice decoration inside the card. Then I'm going to take another one of these sticker sheets, right? Because that's what they're there for. So I'm going to do a sticker sheet, and I'm going to lay that inside because that's great. Then I'll do a butterfly up here at the top, right? Give that a little fun piece. Oh, and already, look, you have a beautiful card, and we have not stamped. And then let's do the mint macaron, because I think that's really pretty. Let's give the mint macaron. All right, and then let's see what I got left over here. I have a few. Just a few. That would be actually beautiful there. So, oh, you know what? We'll save that for the envelope. I was going to do one on the envelope. So we don't have stuff for, we don't have, if we're not going to stamp, which that's okay, then we want to have something for the envelope, which I've got a couple for the envelope. So we're going to give this inside. So we're going to give our little butterfly, like his inside body. I don't usually do, pearls or stuff inside because I think it can make it a little bulky. So I saved the pearls for the outside. But oh my gosh, is that not a really cute card? I love that we did something and we didn't do any stamping. I think that's really fun. I kind of wanted to challenge myself with that to see how that would work out. And I think that works out brilliantly. I love it. So then, no, we'll stick with pearls. I thought maybe I would do a color, but we'll stick with pearls. So all we're going to do is give these guys a little pearl. My pearls are sticking to my fingers all over the place. My poor strips are just like flying off. So, got pearls for both of our butterflies here. And then for our envelope, we're going to decorate our envelope real quick, and we'll use stickers again, and we'll use a couple butterflies, and we're done. We made 4 cards today. And of course, if you go on my Facebook page, which I love if you like my Facebook page, I will post all the cards. So I'll post the cards I showed you in the beginning and all the cards. So you'll like see the whole array of cards that I'll post on there. All right, so now we've got that done. Isn't that gorgeous? And then all I'm going to do for this, I'm going to keep this super, super simple. I'm going to use another one of those stickers just because I think it'd be super cute to have a little sticker like this and then have a little butterfly on the envelope. Isn't that adorable? I just think it's so fun and I love it. So I just want to tell you guys thank you. I have received a lot of cards, and that you don't even know how happy that makes me. And I'm seeing you guys make stuff. I'm seeing you get out of your comfort zone. I'm seeing you try some of the new folds I've shown you. Oh my gosh, you guys, you don't even know. That just thrills my heart. Truly, truly thrills my heart. So I was going to do that on the front, but I think I'm not going to. I think I'll just leave that as the back of that one. And then we've made our cards. So I will do a array of cards on the Facebook page, and you guys can watch for that, okay? So thank you for coming to stamp with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed a kit. That was super fun. That's a new way to stamp as well. That's something else we offer. And make sure to look on my Facebook page too, because I give you all the information that you need to go ahead and get your order in so that you can do May Maui Madness with me, which you're going to love as well. And that kit, I'm going to go way beyond. Like, I'm going to like tear that kit apart and do something entirely different. You're going to love it. Oh, and I'm teaching you a new fold next month too. So watch for that as well. As always, I love it if you comment on my Facebook, and I love it if you comment on the YouTube to tell me if you're loving it. Tell me if there's new things that you want. And you can always private message me too for prayer if you're struggling, because I share with you. I'm struggling. I've been having a hard time. And so I would love to help you with that as well. So I bid you adieu. And what am I going to ask you to do in your place in the world? Right? Because we all have a different influence, a different way we can influence. Go and make the world a better place.